Hi, welcome to another exciting episode of the Andre The Beast Crayton Show. Today we're going to go down the musical industry. Wonder what it's like to be in the musical industry and then take off for a couple years and then come back with let's call it what it is, a top chart seller. Today in the studio, I'm blessed to have Mr. Darrell Miller in the studio to talk about how he took a year off, come back to the music game, signing under the MeCap logo with the new single Dance. What's that like, big guy?
How you doing, man? And thank you.
Hey, no problem. Take me down this journey. You said you took off for a year.
Yes.
And then you came back, and this song is just like blowing off the charts.
Man, thank you. I really took a year off because I did start my own record label, Royalty Virtue Entertainment. Mm-hmm. And when things weren't going right, being a CEO, I took a step back, like, to learn what I felt as a leader. And a mutual friend, Kelsey Marie, shout out to her, she introduced me to Sid Jams, and I got signed under him, and he wanted me to do a record. I was like, well, growing up, I always danced. Like, that was what I'm mostly known for before I got to hip-hop. I was a street dance. Like, yeah, I was in the street, like, you know, Marion, yeah, Chris Brown and all that. Like, so I was into that when I was in the parties. Like, people would know me for dancing. So I was like, I wanted something that say something about me, but get people up grooving. I'm always been energetic. So I had a buddy of mine named Sound from Mars that I met. He's from Brooklyn, New York. He making me a beat, so I was like, I want something like kind of high, some different rock style, just something unique, but get people to dance, like something on TikTok, Instagram. So he made it. I rode to it, recorded at my cousin's studio, Trillion Cuts, and sent it to Sid Jams. He liked it, and
did Sid like it as soon as he heard it?
He did. I believe with him being so critical, but it's a great thing. He listened to it and was like, "Yeah, I think this is you. You like the MC Hammer rapper, you know what I'm saying?" Like, so he was like that. But which I need, anybody needs a good mentor that knows music and been through it long enough. You want to listen to your, a OG. You know what I'm saying?
You said something that was really profound. You said you started your own entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And you recognized there was flaws in your pursuit. What were those flaws, and how did you correct them, or did you just go right into dealing with Sid? Well, that way, when you come back, when you come back to start your company or whatever, you can you would already have those flaws taken care of. But what were those flaws?
Well, one was it was many. Like, one was like better communication with my team. Like, when you're building a team, understanding what everybody wants, their dreams. Because I had artists under me that I knew throughout the years, like family to me, and I wanted to help push them because I've been reading books about the record label and stuff like that. So I just felt like, let me try to do my own record label and help the people I know that's more talented than me or just as talented to push their stuff. But I realized you need more help, managers, you need booking agents, you need PR, you need all these things just for one artist. Let alone you try to do a whole big label thing. You like, oh, I maybe be too over my head right now, and then not having funds. When you don't have funds to really push your record, and so people can sometimes not take you too much seriously as a leader or as a record label, because a lot of times people come in and if I'm joining a record label, I'm expecting somebody to fund me, pay for my studio time, pay for, promotion and PR and something.
Well, you guys get the money on the back end after you produce it, that it becomes a sales.
And we try to do shows to make money. We try to do a commission, like I don't get paid till you get paid type of thing, or like that's all we try to learn. Like, let's do this together. Let's all put our money and resources in there and grow and things like that. Type of thing, so they can still have ownership of their music and all that. We just do this at the family business, trying to do it like that. But when I understand, like, I ain't know so much and I'm not good with marketing and all that, that's a big thing to help push somebody to the next level. It's like, okay, let me just stay back, learn more from somebody that's more, qualified, and other people how they do their label. That's all we learn from Uncle Sid. Like, I love how he has his team. I love how we build together, you know what I'm saying, how they do their music, how they collab. I was like, if I can learn from this guy and just others like them, then I could do when I get older or when I feel like I'm ready to push for something like that again.
When you get older, you're not 18 like I thought.
No, but you know what I'm saying, it takes time.
Yeah.
And you never know, like knowledge and all that is it's not really about your age, it's just how much you go through and experience.
What kind of experience did you have before you started your first venture in the music game, having your own label?
I was doing music since 2011, 12. I was with my brothers. Me and my brothers at high school, we was rapping. That's why I really got into music. At first I was just dancing, but everybody in high school was doing it. So I was like, man, let me do my family's doing all that. So me and my brothers did a group. And then when everybody kind of went their own way, I was the only one kind of constantly trying to do music. My mentor, Romeo Gearson, who used to have a business downtown, he used to do a modeling thing. And I was like, well, since my music career is not really going anywhere like that, let me try modeling. So I went downtown. He had a modeling company. I'm like, let me try to do this. Like, let me just do something different. He took me under his wing. It's like, I see something in you. Like, I think you can do more than just what you're doing. So he had me read books on business and just changed my mindset because I never thought I was gonna be a business owner.
You're open to criticism,
yes,
and improvement.
Yeah,
because if you wasn't, you probably would have been like, fuck it.
Right. I don't know where I would have been. I'd probably just be working, jobs and just, any old thing. Right. But I was like, okay, let me deep down. If a lot of people telling me that, or if something's just not working, it's something I had to change. Whether it's myself, build up new skills, be around newer people that's doing something better than me. That's how you learn. So my mentor did that, and I've seen everything from the ground up, him building his own company, the goods, the bads, and that's why I started learning how to be a business owner. Start reading more books, start taking more chances, start changing my appearance, and people start gravitating to me more. That's why I'm like, this might be for me. Like, I don't know how far I'm gonna go with this. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, but it was something I really was enjoying.
You said taking chances. What does that mean?
Like newer things. Like I was an introvert. So ever since I was a little kid, I always been an introvert. Even with dancing, like only time is like if I'm really in the mood and I'm not paying attention to nobody, like I start getting down. But I'll start building more confidence once I found my mentor because I was introverted. Sometimes I still am. Like sometimes when I'm in big crowds or I get nervous, or even on stages, sometimes I get a little nervous around big crowds, but I don't let it show. Once that mic, once I get that mic, like you won't tell. And then if I'm talking to you, you won't really tell because I'm still working on it constantly. Like just have that better, show my real personality.
When you had your company. How did you explain to your artists that they paid you or whatever, that you know what, you got to now humble yourself and say, I'm not really qualified.
Yeah, I just did that. Was a year or two ago, and I sent them a message because we had meetings a lot going down what we try to do. I had business plans. Like I always write down business plan and organize budgeting. Who's gonna release what soon? Like I would try to do it real legit, like a record label. Like who's gonna release soon? Who's gonna pay attention to? What music videos we're gonna do? We just record. We had about 4 or 5 songs we didn't get to release, but we were working on music videos. We didn't get to. But after a situation happened, I was just like, all right, I'm not there yet. So let me be honest with them because they look like family, so they understand. Look, I'm not that guy for you right now, and I don't want to hold up your growth. And by you just staying with me out of loyalty because you know me as family, I want you to be as successful as can. Even if you have to, leave me, I'm still gonna support you. Anything you need, I'm still gonna give you my best information if I know. But I want you to succeed, and it's not with me right now. I don't have the money to back you up. I don't have the resources or the people to really push you. So I'd rather be honest and tell you just because you're at that age, you still can go out here and go and do what you want. I don't want to stop nobody growth. I always tell people do you be free and all that. You work with me, stay with me. That's cool. But me, honestly, it's I never want to hold nobody up when I know they could be as great as they really want.
What should the responsibility be of the artist themselves? I notice that I hear a lot of artists spend more time homing a song or their craft, and less time understanding that you still got to understand your branding and your marketing, and the fact that you got to have money allocated for this. What do you say with this? And have you seen this becoming the almost like a norm that they don't seem to get that? You know, because success in anything requires a budget. You know what I mean? How important is that? And do you now preach that to up and coming artists?
Yes, like I'm actually trying to work with a group now. We like blurs, so it's like Black Nerds, and we try to do a rap thing to see it because I met them at PopCon just recently, and we want to do some raps of that. It's like nerds, like hip hop.
You meet at PopCon,
exactly, and it was dope. But and I feel like that's our lane. Artists, I feel like had to know, especially I feel like here, who's your audience? Who are you really trying to speak to? And also, if you don't have the money, like distribution, I learned my distribution. I'm under Symphonic in Florida. They do a thing. You spend like $3,000, $5,000, depending on an EP or album. They will post your stuff for like 3 months or 5 months. So you do have to have a budget. So it's about saving money, doing other things. Or I tell people, artists merch. You are a brand. You have to know that if you want to be a superstar, whatever, you are a brand. Everything, your identity, everything that you represent. Get posters, get keychains, get things where people are buying besides just streaming music.
It's called merch, right?
Yeah, merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have something people can believe you're the next star. You're the it. You know, people want to be the Indiana, to push Indiana. You gotta treat yourself like that. You gotta have these merchandise. You gotta have t-shirts. You gotta have hoodies. You gotta, every show you go to, everywhere you go to, like, I got flyers, so I just pass them out like, hey, know me, you know what I'm saying? Get to know me, follow me or whatever. Like, hey, you gotta represent yourself every single day. Branding yourself, even if it's just social media or not on social media, you got to show that you're really about this. Because I believe a lot of times people don't really believe, because I see you in the show, I might do this. But getting the funny and stuff like that is about realizing you are going to spend and you're going to lose, some income or whatever like that. But the more you invest in yourself and understand what's working for you, the more likely it come back to you.
You're taking a year off and you come back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you teamed up with Sid Johnson, the master himself. It's like everything he touches seems to turn to gold. Well, it does turn to gold.
Yeah.
How humbling was that for you to say, I'm going to set my business aside and my dreams, so to speak, and team up with somebody like, Kneecap and Sid to better home your craft? And when you were sharing this with Sid, what advice did he give you? Because I'm pretty sure when you went to him, he had to see bigger things with you, because you started out as an entrepreneur.
Right.
And he come back to you and say, look, you got a music career, but let's try to merge both of them together and get you back where you want to be, having your own label.
Yeah, and he really understand, like, and learning too, because we all unique. All of our artists are unique.
Yeah.
And I think even with me, I'm kind of, it almost feel like an oddball because it's different. I think I'm the most different artist he's working with, because I do so much things. Because I'm an actor, I'm a director, I create comics and all that. So I think me and him is steady, even talking with how we can, blend the two together where it's not too much on him.
And especially help to even craft the existing artists, bring new ideas to the already panel in the future.
Exactly. So we still is talking, because we do have a conversation like, where do I go next after dance? Like, what is my next record or what? So that's why I also took a time off to understand, like, sharpen my pen game as an artist. Like, I want to be unique as well, but I do want to make sure it's right with him, because I am signing under him, and he does have to have that approval. When you sign under anybody, you're saying you're believing in them to guide you. So I'm taking my time to learn more about my craft skill, so I could give him a record that.
Are you good with the pen?
Am I good? I'm getting better.
Are you good with the production side, the movies and the business side?
Yeah, because I'm more of a creator.
Right.
I'm like an artist. Like, I had to I'm a visual guy, like, so I think about things, but putting it all together, sometimes I do get help. Even when I'm in the studio, my cousin, they'll help me on my lyrics sometimes, like, or they'll be like, change a word or whatever. I write majority of my lyrics. But sometimes when I'm in the studio, they'll be like, hey, switch up this word, or they'll be like, rap it faster than this, or they like, slow it down on here. So they help me out to get the best song possible, which I love. I don't believe in just me, arrogant, I'm gonna do it my way, boom, boom, boom. No, it's about getting the best song possible what I'm trying to create, and they understand in my lane and getting the best record. I don't believe it just everything has to come from me. Right. I believe in making the perfect song based on what I want to bring to the audience.
How do you come up with the inspirations for your song? You said with dance, it was said bring your talent.
Yeah.
But now you said the pen is you're starting to understand the importance of that pen.
Yeah.
How are you going to make the next song just as better, if not triple better than dance?
Yeah. It's just trial and error. It's just about really feeling like from dance, it's like, all right, with my audience, I'm a nerd, so I'm a blurred. So I want to tap into that lane. So I'm listening now. I'm going to nerd clubs, like what type of sound they listen to, what they dancing to. What can I bring in hip hop form with that? So I'm bringing my own audience and not fighting for other people, you know what I'm saying? And it bring it to see it like, yo, Darrell is bringing these artists, these audience and stuff like that. He's killing over here in the nerd community at these conventions. That's the whole thing I didn't even think of, that they listen to hip hop or artists like that. So, and I think it makes his label stronger and diverse now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you got so many talented artists. Now you got the nerd community know about Meecap because you got an artist over here.
Did you know about Meecap before you went over to them?
Yes, I actually was for some of my friends or some of my people that I knew from high school from Meecap actually was signed to him a few years before I signed. So Kelsey is one of them, and then he had Skip. And then so I was paying attention. I was looking through the videos and saying, I was like, man, they are dope. And then he do clean music. And I was transitioning, because I used to cuss. I was transitioning from cussing to non-cussing because I know it was a better lane and it's more positive. It was less stressful. And
was it hard for you to do that?
No, because
some of the guys be like, man, I can't. I said, a matter of fact, I just had a guy, rapper on, and I said, send me your track for the radio,
right.
And the song was great,
right?
But he used 2 words, and so I called him and I said, "Look, man," I said, "Why did you have to put that word in there, man? Like you were showing great, skills,
yeah,
and you kind of threw it off." He's like, "Man, I know, man. I wasn't thinking." How did that help you to grow by switching that lane?
It taught me to be a better lyricist and to use better dictionary words. So what I do is I use a thing called rhyme zones to add. So my goal is as an artist to get better with my dictionary skills. I will use a new word in my rhymes, and I had to use it in one of my verses. So it taught me also it's easy to be clean to me. Like it was never hard. It's just more sharpening your dictionary and your flow patterns and hit this like that. Like, yeah, cussing, it can be easy for artists because it's easy.
It's just fluent.
Yeah. But non-cussing, it makes you a more skilled artist because you're not dependent on easy words. So it taps you into how can I give you that same emotion with other words. So I always like to challenge myself like that. Like, yo, I'm gonna use these new words that I really don't use. I'm gonna use this style and give you that same grit if you want it, same energy, same whatever emotion without cussing. And now when people hear me, even a parent, they're like, I love that you don't cuss. Or my kids can listen to her. And I used to have my nephew on my label, and I used to write his lyrics so I could perform with him. at the time, you know what I'm saying, and play. And at the time, he was like 9 or something, he was like 9 or something like that. And I did his verses, and we was performing at things called Books and Brews.
Okay.
Yeah, and performing in front of the people and stuff. We did his school at 69, school 69. So we was just performing. I thought it was dope. It was like, now I could be a role model to younger people, but like, you don't have to cuss to be a rapper. You don't have to do this gang banging or anything like that. It's cool, that's what you do, but you don't have to. We give you another option, and still you can have a dope record. You still could be just as lyrical as some of these other guys that's are cussing or whatever like that.
You have a passion for the film industry.
Yes.
I'm seeing a lot of artists putting out singles, tracks.
Yeah.
But I see very few focus on the art of video symbolization to tell their story. Why is that? Is it because of the budget that the artist doesn't have to do that, or they don't understand the power of a visualization and
go together? Yeah.
They go together.
It could be a mixture of both, I believe. I think sometimes it could be a budget cut reasons. You know, sometimes it does cost a lot sometimes to do a film, or depending if you're doing it yourself or you're working with somebody else. And then sometimes, like, depending on the record, it's about being creative. And I think sometimes we jump on trends. A lot of artists, you know, do just to limit the budget or whatever like that. But that's the power about being an artist. Like, don't limit yourself. Don't just stay wherever what other people are doing, or just whatever. Like, really bring yourself into it. Why did you make that song? What is it telling you? What type of vibe you getting? What type of story? What created it? What scenario? You know what I mean? Like, what I starting to do now, like, I try to bring movies into music video stuff, like Michael Jackson. He's my favorite artist of all time, and I love that his music videos like movies, just that crazy long length.
Which is your favorite one? Billie Jean?
Oh man, nah. My favorite Michael Jackson movie is Thriller or Ghost. Who's that? Ghost. I believe that's when the mansion he dancing like.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
Thriller and see, I like Billie Jean.
I do love Billie Jean.
I like Billie Jean. It was just so, like, you know, even the remake where he was in the no, I like Bad.
Yeah,
I like Bad.
Yeah, when they in the parking garage and all that, Wesley Snipes was in there. Yeah.
I mean, you're right. What's your take? Which is better, the video aspect of a song or actually listen to the song?
I think video, because I think video shows what made you create that. I think that's what the video's for. What are you telling? Not only am I here, it's like reading a book. People like watching movies more than they like reading books now. Cause they like the visual. They want to see what came out of your mind, the visual, creative.
You know what I vision when I hear dance.
Yeah.
MC Hammer.
Yeah.
With the pants.
Yeah, with the pants. And I actually got them gold pants. I got gold pants like that. But yeah, so I think the visual helps bring it together. Makes you see what they see supposed to be. A lot of times you don't get that because, like I said, budget or whatever, or they don't see too much of the music video aspect, you know, things like that. But I think video.
What needs to happen in the industry for everybody to be successful? Right now, we see a shift in royalties. We see a shift in copyright and ownerships.
Yeah.
We see not just budget, that a lot of the artists aren't educated on setting and understanding that they need a marketing budget. They need to understand what branding means. I guess to focus just as much attention to detail on that end as you would the pen.
Right. We need more artist development. Like, we need more understand what they want out of life. Like, how far do they want to go? What do they see themselves in the long run? And deals, like, if they want to do a 360 deal, understanding like that label or whatever is taking everything, you know, everything you made, they get a percentage. And knowing that if they put money into you without you being already blown up, you're not gonna make as much as you think you are, as if you already big time, and then they come with you with a deal. Now you can negotiate something. So it's about really building yourself first. And I tell artists is go to colleges. College people build people up. People sleep on colleges for some reason, but college students, they listen to new music all the time. If you just go with your team, with y'all t-shirts, with whatever, y'all go just selling flyers, pictures, whatever, let people know, because people gonna be like, who are they? You know what I mean? It's like a squad. You always want to see a squad. It's something, you just look like, who are they? You just have that thought. That helps brand you, and then people gonna listen. Then you might know, you see a DJ, you might see somebody who knows somebody, rich kid, whatever. It might know somebody that knows somebody. It's all about networking to newer crowds than just your own little local spot. It's like getting outside, expand from your spot. And I understand you want to do stuff from home. Sometimes you got to spread outside just to bring people in.
How did the Meecap family? You got a lot of power hitters. You got Skip. You got I call her Tina Marie. Girl can sing.
Yes.
I mean, you got 12.
Yes.
I mean, you got some power hitters, man. How does your style and your flow fit in with those guys? And you got Damon Carr. I mean, you got some sluggers. How does your genre fit in with them, and how do they accept you? And is there talk about collaboration with some of these guys?
Yeah, I remember the first time we did a music thing last year, the conference. We all wanted to do something together, like whether music together or like a tour together, stuff like that. But it's under the sea, you know what I'm saying? It's when his call and when he wants to do that and when he feel like we were ready. But we all had that talk. We never did. I haven't done music with any of them yet, you know what I'm saying? I still do my thing. I know I feel like that odd because I haven't been able to go to their dope performance like I really want to. Other things been going on, but they said me like we have our message on Facebook. We talking to each other, stuff like that. I haven't met everybody personally, but everybody seemed real cool and stuff like that. It's never been like a odd situation with me. It just I feel like my music is just kind of different. I think just that nerdy different thing.
Who's the one person or the two people out of that family that you look at and go, well, I can really learn something from them?
12, honestly, because he been there the longest, and his style, like they all teach me. Damon, like Kelsey, like I can't just one person.
Right.
All of them I can learn from if I can get around them more. It's just having that time to really sit down. We haven't really had that time with all of us to just sit down and chat, and pick brains with each other.
What do they think about 12? I mean, not 12, but what do they think about your new single?
Dance, I haven't heard it, but I think they like it. I haven't heard, like, people say anything bad, which is good. So, as long as you hear nothing bad, I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? So, I haven't heard nothing bad, but no, like, they accept them with nice people. I don't have nothing bad or anything to say. It's just about timing us to get together. Kelsey been trying to get us all together to have dinner, so we can build on that, because like I said, I'm probably the only one that hasn't really been around all of them like I really need to be and should be and stuff like that, and I want to. So once we could get that where it really feel like a family powerhouse label.
What's next for you?
It's a lot. I'm selling my comics. I'm at conventions now, so I'm going to Ranger Stop. Well, I'm going to New Orleans to perform at this thing called Blur Fest on the 18th.
You gonna perform dance?
No, my engineer, he didn't put that song on there. I want him to. Okay. But maybe next time I'll have him put that song. I guess it didn't feel like it fit with the event I'm going to. Right. So all the songs is like fitting to the nerd convention and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna do that. I cosplay, so I'm very excited. Been practicing that. After that, I'm going to Atlanta for Ranger Stop. I have my own artist table selling my comics and prints and things like that. So
you're doing every single thing. How can the viewers reach out to you, support you, get a copy of Dance, and basically become a fan?
Go to Meecap. Go to Meecap on YouTube. You can watch dance right there. It's on Meecap page. Go Meecap page, and also go to official Darrell 317. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X. That's what they call it now, and TikTok. Yeah. Follow me on there, official Darrell 317, and we could be friends. You know, you could comment. I comment back. Talk and all that. Let me know how you feel about anything I do. I post a lot. I do a lot. So yeah, you gonna see a lot from me.
I think it's really cool when you guys engage with your social media.
Yeah.
I think it really says a lot, because if you're reaching out to somebody and they don't reach out to you, you know, and you guys are celebrities, you know, I'm about to network with the people that buy your records.
Yeah.
That listen to your music.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you guys do that.
Yeah, and that's why I want to go to more like conventions, because I get to actually see hardcore fans. Like when I did PopCon and stuff, I'm really sitting down. People come to my table and talk to me, and I'm networking, and people talk about their favorite nerdy things or whatever, even if they don't buy nothing from me. But I'm building that relationship with them. Like, yo, hey, I'm vibing with you. Like, we vibing. Hey, follow me. We could talk, whatever, like that. I'm not no Hollywood person. Like, oh, I ain't gonna speak to you, whatever. Right. I'm gonna talk to you. Like, as long as when I had the time and nothing's going on, I'm gonna sit there and communicate with everybody that I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in just let people just talk and like comment and not respond, because those are the people that gonna support you. And once you get a hardcore fan base, 1,000, you only need 1,000 hardcore fan base. You can make over $100,000 a year. People don't realize that. People don't know you can make $100,000 over a year just having 1,000 hardcore fan base. People, and you have your merch and all that, and website and all this stuff. That's why I tell people your merch and marketing and brand matters. You don't need 100,000 people. You don't need millions of fans and followers like that. That's illusion. Get you 1,000 type of hardcore fans that really support you, whether it was city, state, country, whatever like that. Right. You have your website where you got shop, and people love your logos, love your brand, love whatever you got going on. You can make over $100,000 in that year. And that's why I tell people, learn your brand, learn your business, learn what you feel that people can really resonate with you, where they can say, I support that person. I will buy what they got on. That's what you're doing.
I think that's why Meecap signed you.
I hope so, you know.
Before we wrap up, you got to give the viewers a little sample of dance before we get out of here.
All right.
Free flow.
Oh, man.
Free flow. I got to put you on the spot, man.
Oh, man. I don't think...
You ain't got your pen in your hand now.
Tick, tock. I just want to see you dance right now. Instagram. I just want to see you dance round now. I want to see you dance, posted on TikTok. I want to see you dance, posted on Instagram. I want to see you dance, uploaded on YouTube. I want to see you dance on the dance floor. Whoa, hold on, I need everybody dancing right now. Gotta show you what you got on the dance floor. Get it poppin' like Chris Brown will perform at the festival. Had that girl slip, slide like Daniel Cinderella. I'm one of a million, one of a million. Gotta ask that boy Neil, get the crowd crump on the dance move. No,
that's off the chain. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another exciting episode of the Andre The Beast.
Thank you for having me.
Show.